for the very first time doing baseball together.
I'm excited as number 31 Trey Spann for DeSoto Central hits an 0-1 fastball from Nick Pogue for a base hit to center. I'm excited. I hadn't done baseball yet. I don't ever get to do these.
It ought to be fun. So tonight, Lewisburg will be taking on DeSoto Central. Varsity, they'll kick off tonight here somewhere around 7 o'clock. And we got a good friend of mine, Ray Lauder, will be doing a color analyst for me in that game. Tonight for Lewisburg, they got Trey Spann hung up right there, but couldn't get it down. So the starting lineup for Lewisburg, defensively, you got Christian Powers at third, Peyton Plumley at shortstop. Looks like Kerry Allen at second, Taylor Kuntz at first base, Cole Brownlee in right.
Tucker
Womack in center. And
that's big Austin Rice out there.
Big Austin, wow. Austin Rice in left field. And on the mound pitching is Nick Pogue. Pretty much this whole team sophomores tonight, and a good pitch there. Braxton Brock is the battery mate. He'll be catching. So, yep, all sophomores out on the field for Lewisburg in this JV matchup. Runner on first, and a good pitch there. Number 38 is...
That is Parker Jordan.
Parker Jordan.
He'll be the right fielder for the Jaguars tonight.
Runner on first, top of the first. 2-2 count. Trey Spann, the speedster. I coached him, man. This kid's got wheels. And that ball fouled off, doing a nice job. I know DeSoto Central and Lewisburg game tonight is going to be a big one.
It's very big. If you don't know, we've dropped our last two to some pretty good clubs. And down in Jackson against Madison Central, squeaked by us 10-7. Then Taylor Bobo threw a gym against us earlier this week and had trouble with him. And we're looking to bounce back. And I tell you what, it's not going to be easy. That's a pretty good DeSoto Central team that we're going to have to face.
Trey Spann moves to second on the stolen base. Throw down, not in time. That speedster is already in scoring position. 3-2 count on the inside. That pitch gets away from the catcher, Brock. And now we have runners at first and third on the base on balls. Nobody out. Really, these JV games are more of a recruiting tool for both clubs, getting some of the younger guys a chance to get in the action and kind of prove their value, really, on both squads.
Well, I tell you, as you brought up Braxton Brock there, here I am the catching coach, and I've been working with him a lot. And Cole Brownlee was our backup as Colin Coates comes in. He'll be the DH tonight. Cole Brownlee went down with injury, and behind him was Micah Nichols, who went down with injury. So we kind of had to just put names in a hat and say who's called before. Good job, Braxton. You're our guy now. And I tell you what, he's worked hard and has come a long way, and I look for big things out of him.
Well, Parker Jordan steals second base. Throw down blocked up by Plumley before it got into center field. And, yep, that's my son. So it's the first time I ever had to do this with him on the field. That ball fouled off. Colin Coates, a player from transfer up here from Louisiana several years ago, and kind of found a home here in South Haven, Mississippi.
I'll tell you what, except for Austin Rice and Christian Powers, we look like we're not stature-wise, we're a little behind in this game.
Yeah. Well, runners at second and third, an opportunity for an RBI for Colin Coates.
And he swings at a pitch a little bit up there, makes it full. And Nick Pogue, talking about him, not a real fireball or anything, but, man, just fills up the zone as he's walked one this inning and it's 3-2 to this guy. But on normal outing, he just pumps his own with strikes, and it's kind of what we look for out of him.
Well, he's fallen behind on both hitters so far tonight, so a little bit out of his element. He did throw a pretty good game against Center Hill just a week ago. Full count now, open base, pitch swung, fouled straight back. Shaker, you had a play on it.
If it wasn't for that net, I'd have got that one.
Folks already starting to pile in, and what I like to see with these two teams is a lot of these guys played together growing up, and they're getting a chance to kind of catch up. Is that pitch fouled off? Coach doing a nice job just fouling off the pitches.
Yeah, you bring up the crowd, and for JV early, it's top of the first for JV game, and pretty good crowd. I look forward to be packed here tonight for the varsity game.
And that ball fouled off as well. So 4 straight balls fouled off by Colin Coates. Count still full. There's nobody out. Runners at second and third.
And refill the umpire's ball back there. Redo this 3-2 pitch one more time.
And that ball drilled in the right center field. Tucker Womack gives chase. It's 1 run crosses the plate, and now a second and a stand-up double. Nobody out double. 2 RBIs, and DeSoto Central with the early lead.
You know, and they're very athletic. A team, you know, at any level, 9th grade JV varsity, you don't want to fall behind early because they're going to run some arms out there on the mound and just make it even harder for you. Speaking of young arms, they got a stable of them.
They do.
In varsity.
Hayden Tapper now will stand in with nobody out, runner at second base. Nick Pogue trying to get out of the first inning here. No activity in the bullpen. I guess it's still a little bit early.
Try to hit and run right there. Fouls it straight back.
I like it. I like the aggressive nature. Kind of like Coach Cagle.
Yeah, and speaking of coaches, they have a new one this year at DeSoto Central. I haven't had a chance to meet him, but I've heard pretty good things about him.
Drew Golden on deck, a kid I've also coached. Also played ball with his father. Nick Pogue in the stretch, 0-2 count to Hayden Tapper. Good hitter. And he got that pitch right down in his wheelhouse. Taylor Kuntz fields it, and the first out runner does move to third base. So a good job by Hayden Tapper getting the runner over. And the first out recorded for the Patriots here in the top of the first, down 2-0.
Yeah,
nice night tonight.
Oh, it's gorgeous weather. Tell you what, I got dressed for the varsity game early so I could do this broadcast with you, and it's a little toasty. I might have too many clothes on.
Yeah, as the ball gets past Braxton Brock, I'm not sure what he tried to do. He picked it up with his glove. I know you didn't teach him that.
No.
And then he tried to beat the guy at the plate, and that didn't work either. I think they had a chance if he'd have just picked it up barehanded and flipped it to Pogue as he was there covering.
They did. I think we could have gotten that run there cut off, but, you know, has some experience, and that's, you know, we'll go over that in practice. Got a big travel week coming up. Be a few days before we get out here practicing again.
Looking forward to that spring break trip as all of the DeSoto County schools on spring break this year. This week, kids are excited Friday before that big spring break, and as Shaker mentioned, the Patriots will be heading down to Gulf Shores, Alabama for a pretty big tournament.
Big tournament. We're going a long way, though. We're going to play Madison Central, Northwest Rankin, and Hernando in our 3 of our 4 pool round games. But we get to do it in a little better weather than up here.
So I guess that was a walk, as I missed that. And Drew Golden at first base with Spencer Price coming up, the third baseman for the Jaguars.
Did you coach him too?
I did not. I did not.
Was that back in the Cardinal days when you coached most of these?
Royals/Cardinals. I've coached in the Mustangs. Coached most all these kids while they were with the Mustangs. 0-1 count, foul back. He's ahead 0-2. Hunter Floyd on deck. 3-0 first inning for DeSoto Central. 2 hits. Need a double play right here.
Yeah, 1 pitch away if we get this ground ball.
And a pop-up. I'll take that. Shallow right, and Taylor Kuntz going to come over. Carry Allen. What a play. Laid all out, and That's the first time I've seen a Patriot get dirty in foul territory this year, and a nice job on that out.
Well, I tell you what. Speaking of new positions, Kerry Allen has just moved to the infield in the last 2 weeks, and I'll tell you one thing about him: you'll never get anything but heart and try as he lays out and makes a huge play to help his pitcher.
Well, he must have called Taylor Kuntz off because Taylor just kind of gave up on it, and Kerry was all over it. So nice job. Hunter Floyd at the plate now for DeSoto Central. Still in the top of the first. 2 outs. That ball is lifted into shallow center field. Tucker Womack's got a beat on it, and that'll do it. 2 hits, but 3 runs. We head to the bottom of the first inning. You're watching another broadcast from PlayOnSports.com. 3-0 DeSoto Central. We'll be back right after this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Bottom of the first now. Lewisburg looking to cut into that lead. A 3-0 lead, and that ball hit to left field, and not a chance for the left fielder. As Tucker will hit to, or stand up at second base rather, and a leadoff double. Good start for the Patriots, Shaker.
Yeah, I tell you what, Tucker Womack is just a true athlete, and his brother came out and played for us a few years ago. Was our quarterback. I think he liked football a little better, but I tell you what, man, Tucker comes from good stock, and he's been a bright spot on his JV squad so far.
Cole Brownlee at the plate now, runner at second base, and that ball gets past the catcher Hunter Floyd, and Tucker will move up to third base. Chris Jones, the starting pitcher for DeSoto Central. Big guy out there. I think early commitment to play football at the University of Alabama. I played, or actually coached him when he played for the Cardinals. Tony Guerrero and I was able to coach him. Great football player, great kid.
What does he
And
do?
I think his grandfather is actually watching the game tonight.
Like to say hello.
Yep. Want to welcome everybody. Another broadcast, PlayOnSports.com. Jones delivers to Brownlee. Chance for an RBI. Big cut and a miss. 2-0. That's a good pitch to hit.
That's a good pitch to hit. 2-0 fastballs. Right? What position does he play in football?
I think he plays on the line. Offensive line, actually. Or defensive line, I'm sorry. The 2-1 pitch to Brownlee. Down low. It's going to get past the catcher and a run for DeSoto Central. So the leadoff double and a couple of mistakes between the pitcher and catcher will plate the first run for Lewisburg.
That's going to let Cole Brownlee hit with a 3-1 count right here. Watching his swing a couple years he's been here, man, I look for big things out of him. Just has a pure, sweet swing.
Well, he gets right on top of the plate, and that ball gets away, and Brownlee will hustle down to first base. And another runner on. Nobody out now. Taylor Kuntz comes to the bat, another sophomore lefty, also with a pretty good swing. Good contact hitter. I know Coach Cagle working on that stepping out of the bucket, so to speak. Taylor, good kid as well.
You want to see a bad ball hitter? That's Kuntz, man. He ain't never seen a pitch he didn't like.
Brownlee with a big lead at first base. That pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Jones just getting out of football and then recovering from mono. Talked to his dad earlier in the game. So a good chance for a hit and run right here with nobody out. 1-0 count, and the runner goes, and no throw. Brownlee to second base with that stolen. And a 2-0 count for Taylor Kuntz. Chance to move him over with the big Austin Rice on deck. What are you looking to do right here, Coach?
I'll tell you what, down 2 with nobody out right here, I'm going to be sure we get him to third. I'll probably bunt him over. This is going to take a strike there. He can hit, and he's number 3 in our order, but kind of the pedigree here at Lewisburg. We try to scrap runs when we can, and Coach Hammond's going to trust him to get it done with a swing, and he definitely can do it. And I know you can get done with a bunt, though.
Yeah. Well, with a lefty, I mean, you got a good chance of pulling the ball. That's
Yep.
where you want it. You want it to go on the right side of the field to get that runner to third base. 3-1 count, and a good chance for Taylor Kuntz to move him over. Jones struggling just early in the game. That pitch outside, and he walked him. Runners at first and second now. So you bunt now with Austin Rice. Now you got runners in, with the force out in play.
Yeah, I definitely bunt now because especially with the guy on first, just moving him over puts the tying run in scoring position. Get it done for sure. Here, it's with the force, you have a lot harder time to a ground ball to second baseman doesn't move him now. It just turns the double play. So now, yeah, we got to bunt him, get him over. I'm pretty sure that's what Coach Hammond's telling him right now.
Hey, when y'all move, did you move this speaker? Yeah, because it's not nothing working. Oh, no, I'm not getting no sound at all. Something out there taking wire. You mind going up there and just make sure that's plugged in good in the back? Did you mess with that one too?
I'd like to welcome Keith Densford to the show.
Yeah, no kidding. He has a voice that carries, doesn't he? He's trying to work on the sound for the PA. It seems to be having problems. 3-1 count now to Austin. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Austin Wright. That pitch gets away from the catcher. Runners move up in scoring position. Now a chance to tie the game up with a base hit.
So doing this broadcast with you has taught me that I'm the worst coach ever. I'm over 2.
Crowd still filing in for tonight's varsity game.
Speaking of crowd, I'd like to welcome Mike Riley, father of Austin Riley from Desoto Central.
Mike Klepsick standing next to him, father of Carson Klepsick at DeSoto Central. And that ball right up in the middle, not going to be played by the shortstop, and 1 run in. And they're going to hold Taylor Kuntz at third base, and probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Trey Spann came up throwing, and I'm not sure who that is at shortstop. Is that Drew Golden or
Jared Green?
Oh, Jared Grimm. I know Jared. And now 3-2. Runners at first and third.
I don't think Keith liked me taking over for him from last year.
No, he's fine. Trust me. 3-2 score, runners at first and third. Nobody out for the Patriots. And that'll bring up big Honus White. Jonas gets some varsity action Saturday down in Northwest Rankin against Vicksburg Warren Central. Christian Powers on deck. That ball lifted out into deep center field. Trey Spann tracks it, makes the play, and Taylor Kuntz going to tag, and he'll score easy. We got a tie ball game now, Shaker.
Yes, we do. Patriots done a good job hitting the ball, scoring some runs. Got some help from the Jaguar defense and took advantage of it.
I can tell you right now that my wife is a lot better at running this software than I am.
Well, you taught her, so.
1 out, and I've had 0 outs the whole time.
If that's as bad as it gets, you're doing pretty good. And Christian Powers takes first pitch ball. Is going to be 1-0 with Austin Riley on first base.
Powers a good hitter. Austin Riley was pretty good speed at first base, and Coach Hammond with 1 out. You hit and run here?
I was just trying to watch his signs to see if I could my predictions would go up a little bit percentage. Yeah, it's definitely not a bad idea. Austin's a big guy, but does run pretty well, and Christian Powers a pretty good hitter as he swings through that 1-0 fastball there. But I may let him hit just because he has some pop, and Austin is fast enough to go first or third on a single.
Want to welcome Melissa Brownlee to the broadcast tonight. She's dancing down in front of us. Alan Newton and the whole Brownlee clan. Chris Jones, and that ball is hit to the shortstop, Jerry Grimm. He can't make a play. He's going to get into the outfield. Now runners at first and second with a 1 out. DeSoto Central struggling. Make plays right behind him.
And
a ground ball. You got to play it.
Yeah, I didn't see Austin break on the pitch, but I think he was stealing. As soon as the ball was hit, shortstop was moving towards the bag and had to backtrack and just came up a little short on the backhand.
Jeff Busby now at the plate. Is it 2 outs? Yeah, it is 2 outs. Or 1 out. I'm sorry. And that was Jonas White with the sacrifice fly. Runners at first and second. And Jeff Busby now at the plate, hitting from the left side. His twin brother starting tonight, shortstop. In place of Hunter Wilson. We'll talk more about that as the broadcast takes shape tonight. That pitch on the inside part of the plate evens the count at 1. 1 out, first and second are the runners for the Patriots. We're still in the first inning, Shaker. 3-3 game.
That's a lot going on. We might not get a full 5 in tonight.
The 1-1 pitch on the way. Jones looks the runners back. Delivers. Swung on. Base hit. Knock right into right field. And a good play by the right fielder to get it in. Cut off by the first baseman, and we got bases loaded and a big slugger, Peyton Plumlee, to the plate.
Big knocker coming up right here with the bases juiced.
I can tell you right now, he'll put the ball in play, and we'll see if we can get an RBI right here. Take a lead.
If it's me, I'm trying to hit off the scoreboard right here.
Yeah.
I'm just.
So Plumlee versus Jones. Jones in the windup. Fastball swung on and lifted into – well, that's not going to get it done. Fly ball to second baseman. Terrible at bat there by Peyton Plumlee. Wow.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah, well, it's pretty disappointing. No, his dad would have hit it about 385 in the right center field gap. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Braxton Brock flies this one up. So Jones may get out of it. Second baseman stands under and makes the play. So right after that, 2 fly balls to the second baseman. We leave runners stranded all over the place, 3 of them. We got 3 runs, tied it up 3-3. We head to the top of the second right after this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Well, we're in the top of the second inning. I want to thank Raleigh Tire and Battery for the sponsorship of the Patriots and the broadcast. We also want to thank Homer Skelton Hyundai. Go by and visit those folks. They're right at Craft Road and Highway 78.
Everybody needs a gas mileage vehicle. You can go to Hyundai, get you an Elantra.
Yeah.
Or, like the Kegels, and get a nice ride in Sonata. I mean, Chris Harville there will hook you up.
Chris Harville is a big-time sponsor of Lewisburg Sports. Got a daughter, middle school, big athlete, cheerleader.
But if you don't want gas mileage, if you want something cool or you want something bigger, they got that too. Go on in there. Tell them I sent you, and they will ask you, who is that?
That's Shaker Turner. We're at the top of the second, 3-3 game. Jerry Grimm now stands in against the starter, Nick Pogue.
See if we can come in and have a little better
that
inning.
Ball hitting the outside corner, strike one. I'm not sure where the music's coming from, but I'm pretty sure the music shouldn't be playing during the actual game.
Yeah,
it's
so
photographed by Def Leppard. I like the tune, though.
you never know what you'll get out here at the Berg on the back 40 here.
0-2 the count to Jerry Grimm. That pitch outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The 2-1 pitch from Pogue in the dirt there. Going to make it 2-2. And see if we can get this leadoff guy. And Poe's going to ask for a new ball. We're going to get this full count strike here. And the Pogue up on the mound, ready to deliver to the 3-2. And a little check swing, foul ball.
Well, he had him 0-2, and Grimm doing a nice job making him throw more pitches. Pogue, one of those types of guys that throws a funny pitch. And that pitch on the inside part of the plate, he doesn't get it. Wow. Too close to take, walked him. Now runner at first base. Yeah, both pitchers starting off the game struggling just a bit.
Now that's going to bring up number 0, the second baseman, Harding, who ended the inning with 2 fly ball catches there a while ago.
That pitch is called a strike on the outside corner.
You mentioned that funny pitch. I think that's his fastball. It got a little cut to it there at the end.
Yeah, he kind of holds it in his palm, and like one of the old Necro boys, Joe Necro. 1-1 count, need a ground ball double play right here. 1 runner on, nobody out, and he's on the move. Good hit and run in the right field. That's going to be a base hit. And runners will go to the corners now with nobody out. Good piece of hitting there by
Harding.
Reed Harding.
Reed Harding. Let me write that in. And also Jerry Green did a good job going first to third there. Never checked up.
Yep, it's what you're supposed to do. And we are now watching Hayden Hopper stand in. Played high school baseball with his daddy. Big kid here with a chance to drive in a run. 3-3 count, 1-0, or 3-3 score, 1-0 count. Top of the second. And he couldn't get the bunt down. Pretty good call there, first and third. I like it. 1-1 count now as Jonas White playing golf with the Fungo.
I tell you what, a big at bat right here in this kind of 10 hole as the ball's going to get away from Brock. Got top of the order Trey Spann coming up next, already with a big knock and some speed.
Yep.
Hoping we could have gotten one or two of these guys already on base in front of him out, but little things in baseball turn out real big. Like that one little ball getting away there takes away our double play. So now we have to throw the Spann with 2 men on at at least.
Well, we got to get past Hopper here. He's ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Nick Pogue struggling just a little bit. Flag is standing still out there, unlike some of the previous nights we've had at the ballpark.
I've seen it this week standing still, but straight out. Like the wind blowing so hard.
Yeah. There's a ground ball. Could have been a double play.
Nice.
Kerry Allen stays with it, gets the out, and RBI. Fielder's choice. Runner moves to third, and 4-3 now, DeSoto Central.
Yeah, that's a fine piece of hitting. Just stayed inside it. Little ground ball to second baseman, knocked the run in. Moved the other guy to third.
Trey Spann now got to hit his first time up. Reed Harding moves to third. 1 out, 4-3 the score. Top of the second. Pitch upstairs. He was probably looking to put it down that first base line. Little drag bunt. Kid's got a lot of speed. 1-1. Great football player, too, in his own right.
Pretty good job there by Brock behind the plate, getting that strike. And, yeah, I tell you what, if he can get a push bunt.
There's another. Oh, I thought I was going to get past him. From that angle, he tried to push it in the right field and drove it right to Kerry Allen there for the second out. Kerry getting a lot of work already in this game.
That's going to bring number 38, Parker Jordan, back to the plate with 2 outs and a man on third.
Got to keep him right there. If Pogue can get out of this with giving up 1 run, I think it's an accomplishment, especially with runners at second and third and nobody out. And that ball fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes.
And here's his chance right here. It's gone 0-2 to Jordan. Yeah, like you said, it'd be huge to get out of this inning with 1 run.
Still disappointed in the Plumlee kid. Bases loaded and hits a ball off his handle to the second baseman with a chance to break it open.
I don't know who his hitting coach is.
Yeah, I don't either. Sure isn't his dad because he doesn't listen to him. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That ball drilled into the hole and into left field. And a good piece of hitting there by Jordan will plate the 5th run for the Jaguars. And a 5-3 score. As Christian Powers tried to dive for it there at third base and couldn't knock it down. Run was probably going to score anyway. Colin Coates now stands in at the plate. Drills it in the right center field. Tucker Womack on the move. He's not going to get there. Jordan around second. He's coming around third. Colin Coates going to go at second. He's going to stay there. And his second double of the night. And the 6th run for DeSoto Central. And the third base coach not happy as he thought Coates should have been at third base.
Was Coach see the same one that hit the double to right center first time through the lineup?
I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was too. That's 2 pretty good at bats right there. That's good hitting.
Yep. As Hayden Tapper stands in now, 2 outs, runner at second. 6-3 now the score to DeSoto Central.
Like Pogue and Brock may have got mixed up there.
That pitch misses, now 2-0. And Pogue looking frustrated on the mound. And field umpire Gary Beasley calls a balk. Not sure what he did. Probably hesitated a little bit on the mound because it was a wheel move or a spin move. Coach moves to third base. 2 outs. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and a fly ball out into right field. Cole Brownlee gives chase. Camps under it, makes the play. But not before 3 Jaguar runs come across the plate. They scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second. They lead the Patriots 6-3. Go to the bottom half right after this. And welcome back as we play the bottom of the second inning. Kerry Allen stands in, hits a little chopper back to Chris Jones. He fields it and makes the play and a quick out already for the Jaguars here in the changing things up there. The truck put the score bug at the top. Cover up some of that white sky there as there's 1 out.
That's going to bring the top of the order back up. As a pretty good pitch there. Curveball for strike 1.
Want to say hello to Mr. Tom Murray. He's listening all the way down in sunny Florida. I know it's sunny down there. It's always sunny in Florida. Lots of my relatives down there. That's Chris's grandfather, Chris Jones, the pitcher for DeSoto Central. He's got a 1-1 count against the leadoff hitter, Tucker Womack, for Lewisburg. He doubled in the first inning. A good piece of hitting right over the left fielder's head. Jones was able to get out of that first inning, only giving up 3 runs. Got 1 quick out right now. 2-1 pitch, fouled off. And now a 2-2 pitch coming up. Yeah, I coached Chris for a couple years as he came over from North Carolina, his father in the tobacco industry. Started a plant here in good old Memphis. So I had the pleasure of meeting that family and getting to know Chris and his sisters. Good folks. And I know Mr. Murray, very proud of those accomplishments. 3-2 count. His older sister's on a tennis scholarship at Northeast.
You got a little tennis background, huh? Maybe not background, but
I played high school tennis.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
We need to get you and the talented one in your marriage to come over and play some doubles one night.
You don't want to play tennis with her. She's too competitive and almost like John McEnroe on the court. Tucker Womack does get the walk. He's at first base now. Cole Brownlee in with a one-out runner on. Brownlee and Jones play together.
So a hello to Mr. Murray. Is that what we have? Is that right? Did I get the name right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in Florida listening in.
That's right. Like say hello. You started throwing a bunch of names at me. I wasn't real sure which one. I forgot which one was the one listening.
Yeah, Tom Murray.
Okay.
Chris's
Hello, Mr.
granddad.
Murray.
One out, runner at first, and a pitch outside. And that'll take the count. 1 ball and no strikes. Tucker Womack with speed at first. See if we can get him in scoring position. Down 3.
This probably doesn't make the Mississippi folks very happy, but at least they have good taste in football in Alabama.
Yeah, they do, and that's a hit and run right off his foot. It's got to hurt. Brownlee all over the plate. In fact, down at Northwest Rankin, home plate umpire told him to get off the plate just a little bit.
Yeah, I was a little iffy about that rule there. I don't think you can do that.
Well, if there's no box there, I don't know how they can do it. Now, there is a measurement that they can take and draw a line with the bat.
My understanding of the rule, and I could be wrong, and if you're listening, and I am, please feel free. You can correct any of our bad show mistakes at Plumley 16. But I'm understanding the rule to be the line's drawn 6 inches from the corner, but as long as your foot is touching it. So your heel can be touched, unless your foot's.
1 foot inside the box at all times.
Yeah.
You have 1 foot outside the box and make contact. However, if you have 1 foot inside the box at all times, it's legal.
Yeah, and you also have to remember there's an imaginary box there. And that's a ground ball outside pitch, and they get the lead runner.
That's a pretty good play by the first baseman.
Yeah, Cole tried to pull that outside pitch, and not able to advance any further. Runner stays at first base. That's Brownlee. There's 2 outs now for Chris Jones. In the bottom of the second, Taylor Kuntz at the plate. And he swings, fouls it back. How big was that first inning now?
Huge. I tell you, we need a patented Taylor Kuntz double in the gap right here.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
So when you're doing the Lewisburg varsity games, are you a neutral fan, observer, or are you big-time Patriot? Go get them.
I mean, I'm the Patriot play-by-play guy for baseball. I mean, my blood runs blue and red all the way.
What about Royal and Orange? You do any of that?
Only when they're not playing Lewisburg. No, I mean, I've coached kids. Oh, there's a good ball hit in the gap, and they're not going to get there. Brownlee around third. He's going to try to score. Coach Hammond waving him on. Left fielder having trouble out there, and Taylor Kuntz with an RBI double. 6-4 now as the Patriots cut into that lead. And a nice job by Taylor Kuntz.
That's kind of what I do. I mean, I just predict. That's what I do.
Is that? Yeah, you did. You called it.
I'm 1 for 9 on the night.
I thought the left fielder may have had a chance. Now Austin Rice at the plate.
It's kind of like my college batting average.
1 for 9.
Yeah. Or 0 for 10. I don't know. It wasn't very good. I do know that.
Austin Rice stands in, looks at ball 1. 6-4 ball game now. Runner at second, 2 outs. Lewisburg trying to stay in there. We're going to need a good inning against DeSoto Central to not give up any more runs. Jones in the stretch, looks the runner back and delivers. Pitch outside. Austin Rice, I mean, he could tie things up with one swing.
Oh, there's no doubt. He's big, strong.
No
kid.
doubt. That is your patented response. I love it, man.
That's me.
It just brought back a lot of football memories there. 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch on the inside part of the plate. Strike 1.
Yeah, we had fun in football season.
We did. We did, and Patriot football was very successful this year, earning their first playoff spot and their first playoff win. And they played a pretty good game against Itawamba.
They did. That Ashton Shempert is he's a load for anybody.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild against Austin Rice here, and curveball, and that ball down to the dirt. And the umpire said he went. Nobody's covering home plate. Nice job by Taylor Kuntz. So he strikes him out, gets away from the catcher. The runner goes to first base, and a run scores. 6-5 now. Great pitch by Chris Jones, but the catcher, Hunter Floyd, couldn't keep it in front, and a nice job by Coach Matt Hammond at third base, sending the runner. Chris Jones not able to cover the plate. Now 6-5. 2 outs, runner at first. And Jonas White at the plate. Looks at ball 1. Jonas, the junior.
Yes, sir.
Only 2 juniors at the plate. Big kid and very strong. That pitch fouled off.
6'1", 186 to be exact.
Wow. Looked like he just trying to throw his hand out there. And
yeah, that's a pitch Jones been working on a lot here, that outside pitch. You throw him middle in, he drives it pretty good, and that's the outside away from him there. That's what we've been working on and getting a lot better with it. He definitely has some pop. If we can get him on, that'll bring Christian Powers up with the runner in scoring position, maybe tie this thing up.
1 ball, 1 strike, swung on and fouled off. Jerry Booth has joined the crowd tonight.
Along with the Bobby Cooper.
Bobby coming up in the broadcast booth. He's going to do the Harry Carey in just a second. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jonas White looks at the curveball, drills it in the hole. Not going to be played by the third baseman. Now runners are going to be at first and second as they try to get Austin Rice. And another hit for the Patriots here with 2 outs, and Christian Powers to the plate.
And Benji Galbraith is going to come in and run for Jonas White. Benji is our Tyler Scholl protege, our new undershooter.
Okay.
He
okay.
Tell you what, he's a lot farther along than Tyler Scholl was at this stage of the game, and he turned out as good as he did. So
yeah, Benji, big kid. Runners at first and second. Christian Powers at the plate. Jones still on the mound. Big-time football player out there. Going to be playing probably for Nick Saban. I'd love to see it too. Chris, a tough kid. That ball in the dirt. I've seen that kid wear more baseballs on his chest than I've ever seen any kid do. He's that type of player. Christian, 6'2",
228.
Sophomore. Ouch. I didn't see 228 until I graduated college.
I wish I could go back and see 228.
Now I'm not saying that. I wish I could too, pal. Chris Jones delivers that pitch in the dirt, and he walked him. Bases loaded now for Jeff Busby, and the pitching coach is going to make his way out to the mound. I wonder if that's going to be it for Mr. Jones. I didn't see anybody in the bullpen. Pats him on the shoulder, and he does. He makes the call, and a little lefty comes out. We're going to take this moment to thank our sponsors again. Raleigh Tire and Battery, Homer Skelton Hyundai. Go by and see them. They're both local here in Olive Branch. Want to thank Play On Sports for bringing the broadcast to you. Tonight, bonus night, JV game, and then the big telecast between the varsity clubs, Lewisburg High School and DeSoto Central High School. Big rivalries, 6A versus 4A. Both powerhouses. I'm looking forward to calling that game with my partner, Ray Lauder.
And Ray Lauder has helped us out. The new lefty in for the Jaguars is number 36, Ian Hawkins, freshman.
So all the runners on the base will be charged to Chris Jones if Hawkins can't get out of it. Jones not doing a bad job with limited exposure coming off that illness. So we'll be right back in just a bit. So Hawkins now stands in, bases loaded. He'll face Jeff Busby, the junior. He swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back. And we do have action in the bullpen for Lewisburg. Looks like Jonas White, the lefty, getting loose. Peyton Plumley on deck. No balls, one strike. Busby, fastball, strike two. I'm not sure what he was looking for there. That pitch right down the middle of the plate. So now behind in the count. Got to make a play here. 2 outs, bases loaded, fastball down low. Good 0-2 pitch there. Busby needs to put the ball where DeSoto Central is not. Get this game tied. 6-5, bottom of the second. Curveball swung on. That ball's drilled to center field. Trey Spann makes a play on it, and that'll do it. So Chris Jones, the pitcher of record now, as the Patriots take the field, not able to capitalize on those base runners, and they've left 6 men on in 2 innings. We'll be back right after this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
I don't know. Halftime. 6-5. Top of the third. Nick Pogue on the mound still for the Patriots. He'll face Drew Golden, the sophomore outfielder. And a 1-0 count starting things off.
We got Ray Law. He's big budget. He's gonna buy us a whole new headset and system, and he's gonna get us hooked up. He said.
Man, that'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Can he get a 9-inning scoreboard from out of the county?
He said he was gonna work on that.
We stole one from Snowden for the game tonight. No,
I'm
not gonna badmouth Snowden, man. You talk about a great complex in South Haven, Mississippi, right here in our own backyard, man. 3 balls, no strikes to Drew Golden. Need to get off to a better start, and that's a strike in this inning for Nick Pogue. Jonas White in the bullpen for the Patriots. 3-1 count, and that ball is going to get past the catcher, and Drew Golden will go to first base on the no-out walk. Patriots in trouble again in the top of the third inning. 6-5, Jaguars lead.
And y'all be sure to stay tuned because in the third inning stretch, Big Mike Plum is going to lead you and take me out to the ballpark.
In my Harry Carey impersonation.
So have that to look forward to.
And that's a ground ball to Christian Powers. He eats it up, makes a play to first base. Nice job. I wish we'd have seen that Tuesday night against who were we playing? Olive Branch. Wow. Man, a great play there by Christian. Just kept it in front of him and threw him out. Runner does move to second, though. But a great job as the catcher, Hunter Floyd, stands in, looks at strike one. Runner at second, one out. And there's a ground ball in the hole. And Drew Golden's going to turn around. He's going to score. Oh, no, you got to be kidding me. Had a play at the plate, and I don't know who it is. Oh, that's Austin Rice in left field. Base hit RBI for Hunter Floyd. 7-5 the score. Wow.
I kind of got away from it.
Can you believe that? I think it kind of surprised him. What do you think?
Something did not go as planned.
Yeah. Man. When he fielded the ball, Drew Golden was just rounding third base. Definitely had him at the plate. Now one out, 7-5 lead. Runner moves. Braxton Brock on the throwdown, and good pick by Plumlee. But couldn't get the tag on him. Now runner at second. That pitch in the dirt. Jared Graham, Bryce Brock going to throw it to third base, kind of high. Runner does move.
I think that one was too easy of a play. It surprised him when he looked up. Tried to slow down and got him out of his rhythm. You know, sometimes you want to take your time, but you got to get rid of it. The more you think about it, the more you just
Chuck Knobloch it.
Chuck Knobloch it. For those of you true baseball fans out there that have been around a while.
So it looked like a squeeze play on. He draws it back. 2 balls, 1 strike.
We were talking about Chuck Knobloch at practice one day, and none of our players knew who he was.
I bet. Yeah, they didn't know who Dave Justice was either.
What?
Yeah. You got to remember, man, most of these kids
were born
after the Braves won in 95.
Yeah.
So they had no idea who, they only knew Chipper Jones. That's because he played in the league for, oh, my gosh, had a play at the plate. He did block it, but he got under the tag. Wow, what are we doing, Patriots? Run does score on the bunt. Right back to Pogue. He was going to first base all the way, and somebody changed his mind, and it was too late. And we didn't get anybody out. 8-5 now the score. Runner at first.
That's just one of those plays. Kind of have to know what you're doing before it happens. You got a little dribbler back to me. What am I going to do with it? And a lot of coaches and little league kids are taught, if it's hit to me, where am I going? Is a missile down the third base line over Powers.
That's Reed Harding, his second hit of the night, and the ball right to third base. They got Grimm at third. So a good job by Austin Rice throwing at that runner. I wish he'd have done it 2 runners ago. But nonetheless, runner stays at first on the base hit. And now 2 outs.
Going back to the idea there, one thing a lot of kids do get lost in and kind of get away from is not only if it's hit to me, but if it's hit to me hard, if it's hit to me soft, if it's hit to me soft to my left, hard to my right, everything changes. And that's one of those plays as Christian Powers moves to his left, shows a little range.
Throws it in the dirt past Taylor Koontz. That ball's going to get away. Now runners move up and an error charge to the third baseman.
Not sure if he was trying to give him a long hop there or just threw it short. Either way, it got caught in the middle, and that's no man's land.
Not looking real good right here defensively for the young Patriots.
I've been better.
Wow. Trey Spann now at the plate. Runners at second and third.
We definitely wanted out of this inning before the Jaguars turned over their lineup. So now we have to come up big and get it out here with these hitters. We definitely want to get one before Colin Coates comes up.
And that ball dribbled out in front of the plate by Trey Spann. 1-1 count, runners at second and third, 2 outs. 8-5 DeSoto Central lead. And that ball drilled in the hole, and there's 1 run. And Trey Spann with his second hit. About time to make a trip to the mound, don't you think?
And Coach Hammond agrees with you. Jonas White looks like he's ready to come out of the dugout there. Speaking of lefties, off subject here, with your DeSoto County and Delta State alumni-ishness, Dusty Hughes has dropped down. He's a little side armor now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw where Bryce Harper took him for a ride in his debut.
Yeah. I don't know if he dropped down before or after that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a Horn Lake Eagle there.
That's your neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yeah, I caught Dusty his junior year behind me. I hate to say this, but South Haven won the state that year, and he beat them twice. We're the only team to beat them twice. We didn't even make the playoffs, but we beat the state champs twice.
Wow.
As Jonas White takes his warm-up pitches, he's going to come in down 9-5 in the third with a runner on third. And Jonas, left-hander, 6'1", 186. Had a little control issue over the summer. Tried to experimented with dropping down to the side a little bit as our cameraman is working overtime tonight.
I'm not sure what happened. I got to looking at that, and the camera started moving.
But he's back over the top and got a little jam to get out of. Both runners, first and third, are Nick Pogues, but still trying to put a plug in this dam.
Yeah, runner at first base now, and 2 outs. First and third, rather. And Drew Golden at the plate. No, that's not Drew Golden. The runner goes. Stolen base, Parker Jordan. No.
Yeah.
Yep, Parker Jordan.
As Trey Spann goes to second base.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Pitch upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Two outs now. Jonas White with an open base. That pitch drilled right up the middle and caught up the middle by the shortstop, Peyton Plumley, and that'll end at 9-5 the score as DeSoto Central tacks on 3 more. They've scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third.
Fly ball.
Lewisburg.
Caught.
Huh?
I try to throw in a Major League quote every broadcast I do.
Yeah. Well, I was on a roll there, and you just kind of threw me for a loop. We'll be back right after this.
And we are back. Bottom of the third. Going to be led off by the one and only Peyton Plumley.
Peyton Plumley.
You know that kid?
I do. Bottom of the third inning. Fastball right down the middle. He's off the plate a little bit, down 0-2 in the count.
I'd like to say hello to little sister Ashlyn Plumley.
Pitch on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Plumley. Nine five. Need a runner on base here. Fastball down low. 2-2 the count. Well, he's seeing a few more pitches than his first at bat, but he saw 2 right down the middle. Tough critic up here in the booth. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball down low, full.
He's working the count.
Trying to get him to throw a lot of pitches here.
He's confident with 2 strikes. It doesn't scare him.
He knows we need base runners now.
Maybe he needs to get 2 strikes on him all the time instead of hitting the first pitch. Here we go. Full count. Drove right field, and that's a base hit to right. Good job of hitting there. Atoned for that, but it doesn't get any RBIs. But he leads the inning off, and Braxton Brock to the plate. So runner on first.
Yeah, he hits a lot like his mom. Pretty good hitter.
Yeah, because his dad didn't hit it that way. His dad hit it that way.
Probably didn't hit too many on the ground like that either.
I hit a few into the right gap. Braxton Brock at the plate looks at strike 1. Plumley at first. And the Patriots, this could be the last inning, right? JV, they only play about an hour and so.
Hour 15, hour and a half, and we're about an hour in.
Yeah.
Did we start right on at 5?
I think so.
So we'll get another inning.
That ball up the middle, that's going to be a base hit, and runners will advance to first and second. Back-to-back hits for the Patriots, and a little bingo going here.
I tell you what, Peyton, ball went, he saw it go in the gap, and he bananaed out a little bit. He thought about taking a turn there.
Yeah, but I think he was lazy, not really paying attention. Not that he was aggressive. Now,
that's it.
Kerry Allen at the plate. So with nobody out, do you bunt him over?
Well, you're trailing 4 late in the game. You need some hits, but
he does drag bunt.
That's a drag
That's
bunt.
going to be a tough play by the third baseman. Not going to be able to make a play, and 3 hits in a row.
So to answer your question, yeah, you bunt.
Yeah, drag bunt.
You drag.
Bases loaded, top of the order now, Tucker Womack. Patriots, a chance really to cut into that Desoto Central lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good call by Coach Hammond there. I was thinking bunt just because Case kind of struggled a little bit, and we at least get him moved over. But he one up me and dragged it for a hit. Is it dragged
Fastball.
Or is it I drug bunt or I dragged bunt?
It was a drag bunt, but you can get drugged.
You can get drugged. That's right.
He got drugged on. No balls, 1 strike to Tucker Womack. Bases loaded, nobody out. That pitch on the inside part of the plate got him on the knuckles.
It's not just baseball you get here with us. You get a grammar lesson, a little baseball. We'll do some physics here in a little while.
You got a official.
We do have
in the box,
like Mike Piera.
Yeah, that's right.
Part of the contract.
I'll tell you what, for that last pitch, Mike, you had me pumped up. Let's do it again.
No balls, 2 strikes, Tucker Womack. And Hawkins going to call out Floyd to the mound. He's ahead in the count. What do you think the catcher's saying here with your experience, Shaker, behind the plate?
0-2 pretty quick there. I don't know why. I probably wouldn't, I guess he needed something, so maybe he couldn't see some signals or having a hard time. Man on second might be picking him up, but I would try to keep my tempo going as fast as I could in that situation.
Well, Hawkins comes set. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch out over the plate. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kind of the same pitching rotation that he faced with Peyton Plumley in that first at bat. Plumlee at third. Benji Galbert, the pinch runner, at second. Kerry Allen at first. Womack at the plate. 1-2 pitch. Drill to center field. There's one run in, and Benji's going to be held up. Uh-oh, and we got a guy. No, thought Kerry Allen was going to get caught up. 4 hits in a row, now 9-6. DeSoto Central lead. Still nobody out, and there's still 3 runners on.
Yeah, apparently Coach Hammond's not sure what Kerry Allen was doing either, because he just sternly conversed about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what those guys are doing at second base, but nonetheless, Cole Brownlee with an RBI opportunity stands in and stands on top of the plate. That pitch outside. And that's one thing I like about standing on top of the plate. You force the pitcher to come at you. And even the outside pitches will hit the meat part of the bat. One thing you got to do, though, you got to be able to turn on it. Let's see what happens. 1 ball, no strikes, bases loaded. Pitch right over the middle of the plate. He must be taken down. 9-6. 1-1 count. That's a pitch drive up in the football field.
Yes, sir. Were you a plate crowder when you played?
I wasn't.
I know you used
a 32-inch bat.
I know you use a small bat. I didn't know if you got close.
1 ball, 1 strike, curveball up. I think it was a curveball. It looked that way.
It had a little slide to it there. It did.
Yep.
A little tilt.
It didn't look like the same pitching mechanics as he normally been throwing. 2-1 count, hitter's count here. The delivery. Swung on, popped up. Oh, no. That's a fly ball to the third baseman, and it makes the easy play. Coach Hammond with his hands on top of his head. I know the feeling. My son did it in the first.
Well, that he got kind of caught up there. You talk about crowding the plate, and he busted him in, and just Colt had a hard time getting around to it.
So Hawkins trying to get out of this. He was able to get Brownlee. Now Taylor Kuntz, who got a base hit double his last time up in the second.
If he can get another one in the gap, Tucker Womack can score from first.
Fastball outside. Lefty versus lefty. Austin Rice on deck.
This year, Taylor Kuntz has really worked on his pitch selection, being a little more disciplined at the plate, and it's paid off for him. He squares a lot of pitches up.
That pitch outside, nowhere to put him. 2 balls and no strike. A good pitch to hit right here as Coach Hammond barks the orders to the base runners. Womack at first. Kerry Allen at second. Galbraith at third. Taylor Kuntz at the plate. 2-0 pitch. Not close. 3 balls and no strikes. And nowhere to put him, Shaker.
No, a walk right here puts the tying run at second base with big Austin Rice coming up.
3-0 probably on the take. And he is. That pitch right down the middle. Took a little off. Got the called strike. It's got to be another pitch just like that for Taylor Kuntz.
And I wasn't watching Coach Hammond, but I would think about taking it again, make him throw 2 strikes. Yeah, that would be 3 in a row.
That
totally.
pitch right down the middle, he fouled it off.
We're coming out ripping.
Yep.
And a guy that's struggling, if you take 3-0 and 3-1, then to get you out, he's got to throw 3 in a row, which a lot of high school pitchers struggle with.
Three-two pitch now. That pitch right down the middle. Wow. Ooh.
I tell you.
A little too close to take, and Coach Hammond is kind of going right back to his third base coach's box. 9-7. That pitch just missed, and Hawkins not happy on the mound.
Coach kind of he wasn't sure. He kind of waited on the call there. Yep, ball 4. Yep.
Yeah,
yep,
all
yep.
right. Yeah,
Do
it
it all
was
the
good.
time.
Yeah, I knew that was the ball. 9-7, bases still loaded. 1 out, Austin Rice at the plate, lefty versus righty. They're going to try to pick off. And you kind of knew that was probably going to happen when Hayden Tapper went to the mound. The big first baseman had a little mound visit to Hawkins.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
So runners still –
like a tougher pitch to hit than the 3-2 to Coach there.
Yeah. No balls and 1 strike to Austin Rice. Patriots not going away easy. 9-7 in the bottom of the third. And the pitch down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. As night begins to come upon us here, sun setting, time does change on Saturday night, folks, so make sure that you set your clocks. And another pickoff move to first base. I love this time of year.
I tell you, got a long weekend ahead of me. I forgot about the time change. It probably couldn't come on a worse weekend, actually, to be totally honest with you. That's all right. We'll get it done.
Man. Yeah. That pitch upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Trying to kill time is DeSoto Central.
I'll be in Grenada late tonight. If anybody wants to go to Grenada, it's always a good time down there.
So you got duty this weekend, huh?
Be at world famous Camp McCain.
Shaker on 2 tours.
Probably
that ball is hit to shallow left field. It's down. And it's going to be a tough play by the left fielder, Drew Golden. He can't get there. And it's 9-8, bases loaded. I thought that was a for sure out, but it just died out there. And that stalling may come back to haunt DeSoto Central here.
Tying run at third base with 1 out.
The winning run at second base, and
Jonas White
at the plate.
Who I tell you what, doesn't hit a lot of ground balls. He's going to try to get up out of the yard right here, I can tell you.
Pitch down the middle, called strike. Well, 9-8, 5 hits already for the Patriots in this inning. Started off by the shortstop, Peyton Plumley. And then we rallied around it.
Be a spark.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out to White. Fastball upstairs, evens the count now. Base is still loaded. If you're watching a good one now. This is where I wish we had a camera guy that could pan around. 9-8, 1-1 pitch, pick off to first, not in time. And he keeps flirting with that guy at first base for some reason. That's Austin Rice.
You got base loaded, 2 guys in front of you, not going anywhere. So just don't get picked. And then on the,
Well, I think he's trying to get a cheap out somewhere. 1-1 count to Jonas White. Fastball swung and missed. Pulled his head completely out of that. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I tell you what, they infield pulled in. They're trying to cut him down the plate, and Jonas not the slowest kid out here. That might be why. To be such a big kid, he runs pretty well. He's a sub-7 guy.
That ball drilled into left field. Is it deep enough to score Womack? It will be, and he'll take off. And the runners will move up. Good job by Taylor Kuntz looking at it. A big RBI. Tied it up for Jonas White. And Christian Powers at the plate. Coach, first and third situation now. Do you try to get a little trickery to get that runner at home plate? You got Taylor Kuntz at third with not a lot of speed.
Yeah, in this situation, I probably, and with their pitcher, we're hitting him pretty good. I'll probably try to get knocked in. Got a good hitter at the plate in Powers. Austin Rice runs fairly decent and could probably stay in the rundown for a minute, but he'd have to stay in it a long time.
Christian Powers with a deep fly ball to center field, but it's going to be caught. And the first pitch swinging, and that'll do it in the bottom of the third. But not before the Patriots. They picked up 4 runs on 5 hits. We got a tie ball game, folks. Jonas White on the hill. We'll be back right after this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back. Joining me now, Michael Plumley is going to take a break, and he's going to turn it over to the one and only Ray Lauder. Ray, how's you doing, man?
I'm doing great. It's an honor and a privilege to be here. You know, you guys kind of set the tone this past football season with the great play-by-play and color that you do, and I'm glad that our agents were able to get everything worked out so we could get a good contract going tonight for this.
Yeah, Michael told me the other day, he said, I just had my people call Ray's people, and we got it set up, and here we are.
Good. Yeah, it's I'm excited to be here, and it's a big game, a big rivalry game, big crowd here tonight. I think we may have some of the DeSoto County's elected officials here to watch. We're getting a little warm up here. We're seeing just what kind of rivalry this can be, as we've had an offensive juggernaut thus far.
No doubt, and not only are we getting bonus baseball for you because we're airing the JV game tonight, but you're getting bonus out of the bonus because we're in an extra inning. Big inning the Patriots just had. So far, the Jaguars have scored 3 runs every inning, and Patriots scored 5 in the bottom of the third to tie it up at 9. And so now we're going to play 1 extra inning and see if we can find a winner in this. And then don't forget the varsity gets kicked off at 7 o'clock tonight. 2 big arms going. Tanner Lloyd for your Patriots. And I believe he's going to face Austin Riley of the Jaguars, a hard-throwing right-hander, also the quarterback. And got a big night of baseball. Had already going and even more coming. So I'm excited.
That's true. Had a leadoff walk there to Colin Coates to start the inning here. Talking about the big pitching duel tonight, Austin Riley, an early commit to Mississippi State.
Yeah, he's an athlete, man. I tell you what, Coach Cohen down there, he's not new to the game. See him early. If we can get him now, heck, before there's competition, maybe, I don't know. But he's sure one of the best athletes in the county, and they jumped on him, and he liked it down there, I guess.
Yeah, I know they have some ties there. I know his Uncle Greg James there, whose son Keegan also plays for Desoto Central, was actually a punter at Mississippi State at one time. So I know they have some connections. They bleed the maroon and gray or white or whatever color they are. So
I think, yeah, you're a Bulldog fan, right?
No, I'm not. But I do cheer for all Mississippi schools when they're playing. It's when they play Ole Miss, I cheer for Ole Miss.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. A Black Bear.
Yeah, I cheer for the Black Bears. I sure do.
Well, that's going to be hit batsman there, and it's going to bring up, I believe that's number 15, Drew Golden. Runs on first and second, nobody out. Got an extra inning here, and Jonas White comes out struggling. A walk and a hit batsman. Gets a foul ball there for strike 1 to Golden, and maybe we can get a ground ball right here.
Yeah, Jonas White struggling a little bit to start the inning here. But the young lefty, like you said, he had some control problems over the summer. He seems to have gotten over that now and just started off a little slow this inning. But maybe he can get a ground ball here and get something going.
Yeah, need a spark. Maybe need a big defensive inning to come out and score this run. And Brock looks like he just didn't see him running there.
Brock, a big kid now. Wow, he's grown. I used to coach him in basketball when he was young. Of course, he comes from good stock. His dad is a big guy and keeps himself in good shape.
Kind of like us.
Yeah,
kind of like you and me.
Yeah, that's true.
Big Mike Plumley here, just in good shape. We're just in good shape.
Plumley has been running at the track a little bit lately. He's getting ready. He's thinking about becoming a high school football official. Do you know that?
I did know that. I knew he was thinking about it, and that's another ball from White there. That's going to make it 2-2. Yeah, I was getting ready for the game tonight, and he came early and was saying, I'll be at the track. I'm going to go run 2.5. Like, 2.5 what? Miles? Oh, chopper to Christian Powers at third base right there. Tries to make a play at the plate as Colin Coates was going on contact and bounces off of him, and nobody out. Still second and third as the runner goes to second. And
it's been that kind of night for both teams.
Yeah, Jaguars lead 10-9 now. I think our scoreboard operator quit on us.
Yeah. Not sure. Maybe went to get one of those world famous fried bologna sandwiches.
Man, Danny Brownlee is doing fried bologna sandwiches tonight. I tell you what, anybody close lives down here where you'd be at a Lewisburg game, you probably like fried bologna sandwiches.
That's right.
Red-blooded American.
That's right.
And that's going to be a swing and a miss by 27 Spencer Prince, the third baseman, and it's 0-2 now. Oh, kind of a defensive swing there. Fought it off. Foul ball. Stays alive.
Looks like he took a little off that pitch, Shaker.
Yeah, he's nasty. He's pretty dirty. He's filthy, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, good. You know, lefties, they're naturally a little filthy and dirty with the movement of their ball there, but he took a little off that one. Looked good.
Oh, and then
Good
comes
pitch.
hard in.
Great pitch. Great pitch. Seems like he's settled in. Still have a tie ball game according to our scoreboard.
Yeah. Fastball inside corner there is going to strike 3 and bring up 22, the catcher, Hunter Floyd. Tell you, second, third, nobody out. They, baseball-wise, just ground ball right here scores him. Looks like we're playing for the out. Patriot fan-wise, I hope not.
I think we're looking for a big strikeout.
Oh, they tried to squeeze there.
They've got the runner. They've got him in a pickle, and he'll be out. Good play. Great play.
Not a very aggressive attempt by Floyd there to get the ball down. And whatever the case, number 15 there, Drew Golden, was left hanging out to dry.
Mm-hmm.
So now 2 down, man on second.
2 outs here. Playing just to get an out here. We need to get an out so we can get back in and get the sticks rolling, get this ball game over. You know, nothing sets the tone like a good JV win to roll right into the varsity game tonight.
That is true. And so far, trailing 1 here, but we do have 2 down and the big sticks of Jeff Busby, Peyton Plumley, and Braxton Brock coming up to lead off the bottom of the 4th. And Peyton and Braxton, who got the big inning last time, started up for us.
They did. They struggled a bit their first at bat, but both of them made up for it there, much to the delight of Mr. Plumley, who was pretty happy about the way that last inning went. And hopefully we can get that going again.
Like to welcome Diamond Girls to the show tonight, who are bringing in sandwiches and drinks. And
I think this is that world-famous barbecue bologna, isn't it?
It probably is. I'm sure Mr. Danny said go take that to him. As foul ball hit in foul territory, Christian Powers camps under it, and that's going to end the top of the 4th. Patriots are coming up, bottom of the 4th, trailing by 1, 10-9, and come back and join us and watch this comeback. And welcome back to the bottom of the 4th inning. Patriots trail 10-9. Our scoreboard operator is back in action. Was MIA for a little while, but I see the reason. They're going to get us snacks.
Busby leading off the inning here.
Yeah, Busby, a right-handed guy, hits from the left side of the plate, has a pretty good swing, hits the ball pretty well, and hopefully he can get us going. Big Peyton Plumley coming up on deck, gonna knock him on around is my plan as he.
Deep drive.
Busby's going to fly out to right fielder. That is Parker Jordan out there. So that's going to bring up Peyton Plumley with 1 out.
Had a good pitch to hit there, just missed it, Shaker.
Yeah, kind of. I think he tried to do a little much, tried to tie it up for us there with one swing.
Well, the big hitter steps in now.
Yeah, Peyton comes from pretty good stock. His mom was a good softball player.
She was a great softball
player.
Yeah,
pretty good stock.
Yeah, she's taught him everything he knows.
Yeah,
I've seen her on the diamond there at Olive Branch in the co-ed field. Yeah.
She, I went out and I signed her and her husband on my co-ed team. I had to get her husband because that was to get her to play.
Right.
So I got her husband too.
I remember him being carted off one night. Foul ball
Hey,
there.
get off that Fiesta. Hitting foul balls towards my car out there.
Is everyone watching, if they're not aware, Shaker drives a Fiesta that also kind of doubles for a Mustang. It has the motor of a Mustang in it.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. If you are looking for, great lead in, Ray. If you are looking for a fuel-efficient ride, you can go to Homer Skelton Hyundai, sponsor of your Patriots here. They have plenty of those choices. If you don't want fuel efficient, they have those choices also.
see Chris Harville there.
It's Chris Harville, exactly.
Great guy. Last time we bought an automobile, we went through Homer Skelton Hyundai and Chris Harville. Such an effortless job on our behalf. We told Chris what we wanted. He found it for us. The next day, my wife drove away just tickled as she could be.
That's, everybody can do that at Homer Skelton Hyundai because they have affordable rides. But for somebody like you just peel off $100 bills. I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably real easy for you. You just pay straight cash, Homer.
Just remember, I do work for your local government here, and being a public servant, it's not about the salary. It's about service to our fine citizens here in DeSoto County.
That's right. As Peyton fights off another 3-2 pitch there, stay alive.
Good at bat, his last two at bats too. He's taking a lot of pitches and just waiting on his pitch.
That's right. Fighting off the ones he doesn't like. Getting ready to drive this one.
A lot like his mom Mia used to do.
A lot like that.
Look at him.
Oh, line drive.
Boy,
Hit right at the first baseman.
First baseman had him played just perfect there. I think they've been scouting him a little bit.
Yeah, had he played over there. There's another big game going on tonight. Fairly High has a big game. I'll try to keep you posted on that as we get updates.
The Fairleigh Bulldogs.
And that's going to bring up Braxton Brock. Got to get on base, Brax. Keep it alive here for the Patriots.
Speaking of Fairleigh, I used to play summer ball with a guy named Rico Smith who played for Fairleigh. Rico was a heck of an athlete.
That's the name we were trying to think of the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rico went on to play a little minor league ball, not much, maybe some single A, something like that. But Rico, heck of an athlete. Rico actually, pop fly there by Mr. Brock. Rico actually used to come to the Lauderdome here in Cedar View and play a little wiffle ball with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, great athlete out of Fairleigh. And Brock's going to fly out, foul ball there to the first baseman to end the game. Patriots fall in the JV side of the doubleheader, 10-9, hard-fought game. Came back, battled, just came up a little bit short, and going to get ready now for the varsity game.
And nothing to hang your head about there, JV. You were down over and over again. You fought back. You showed. You hit. You used your sticks real well. It was just that night on both sides. A few errors here and there cost us, but it's JV. It's an opportunity for the kids to learn and get ready for the big show.
The big show is coming up right after this. 7 o'clock first pitch scheduled. I had a great time, Ray. I know you and Michael. I'll get out of the way and let the talent take over for this big game. Go down here, sit in the dugout.
Do we have someone coming in?
Well, like I said.
Well, Coach Turner, before you leave,
Yes, sir.
Give us a brief overview of what the Patriots have to do tonight to pull out this win in this crosstown rivalry we've got going on.
Okay, I'd like to start off with my scouting resume is not very good. Every time I go watch somebody and think I got them figured out, it's nothing close.
Right.
But I'll do my best here. DeSoto Central, they have a lot of talent. They're loaded. They got a lot of arms. They're gonna run out on the mound. They are a little bit young. Play a lot of sophomores. However, they're sophomores that played as freshmen, so it's not new to them. Been there before. Tonight, they're going to run one out at us on the mound. Austin Riley, big, like I say, he's the quarterback, big right-hander, hard thrower. He'll be he'll be upper 80s. And, you know, in our plan so far, we're going to try to hit his fastball early. If you know it's coming, you know, knowing how hard a fastball and looking for it, that slows it down a little. It doesn't really slow it down, but it speeds you up to it. And so we're going to look for that. And if he comes out tonight and he throws a couple hammers at us early, and he's on with his off-speed stuff, he's going to be hard to beat because our game plan is to come out and hit his fastball early. Try not to get in a bunch of 0-2 counts. Just come out and you know, like I said, hit him. The first fastball he throws to us over the plate, we're going to try to get after him. Be a little more aggressive tonight. And we're throwing our big guy at him, tall right-handed junior Tanner Lloyd. He'll also be mid to upper 80s. You know, and he's got some pretty good slider, kind of keep them off balance a little bit. And, you know, go out here and play hard, get after them, dive around a little bit, and bounce around and see who comes out on top.
Well, good. Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. I know you got to get down there and get a little infield going. We look forward to it, and good luck to the Patriots tonight. Bring us home a win.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.